Hello and welcome back. This is Sherry with Full Armor of God. And today I just wanted to come on here and give you a confirmation of a word that I received back on August the 4th, 2023. It was a malaria. At 1:22 a.m. and I decided to look up 122. In Strong's Hebrew Concordance, and it is Adam with the definition of red. And that led me to Isaiah 63:2. And that passage is entitled Judgment Against the Lord's Enemies. So I'm just going to read verses 1 through 6. It says, "Who is this who comes from Edom, from the city of Bozrah, with his clothing stained red? Who is this in royal robes, marching in his great strength? It is I, the Lord, announcing your salvation. It is I, the Lord, who has the power to save. Why are your clothes so red, as if you have been treading out grapes? I have been treading the winepress alone. No one was there to help me. In my anger I have trampled my enemies as if they were grapes. In my fury I have trampled my foes. Their blood has stained my clothes. For the time has come for me to avenge my people, to ransom them from their oppressors. I was amazed to see that no one intervened to help the oppressed, so I myself stepped in to save them. With my strong arm and my wrath sustained me. I crushed the nations in my anger and made them stagger and fall to the ground, spilling their blood upon the earth." And if you notice up in verse 1, it says, "Who is this who comes from Edom?" I did actually look up the word Edom, and the Edomites were people that were eventually converted to Judaism, but they were non-believers. So I'm not sure if that is any relationship to what I'm about to show you, which are two videos that I found about malaria. And remember, this was in reference to also the mosquito bite, which mosquitoes, when they bite you, they suck your blood, and that's why the reference to red, I believe, is related to the confirmation of malaria. So let me show you those two videos.
It's about Fox 5 Health Watch. Maryland is reporting its first malaria infection in more than 4 decades.
State health leaders say a person living in the state was bit by a mosquito. Fox 5's reporter Nana Sangtu-Bonsu is in Rockville right now with the latest. Nana, do we know where this person lives?
Guys, good evening. So we don't know the exact location, but what we can confirm from health leaders is that the person lives in the National Capital Region. So that could be right here in Montgomery County, Prince George's County, Frederick, or Charles County. But what we can confirm is that the Department of Agriculture spent the evening spraying specific areas after this reported case of malaria.
That's scary.
I was a little bit shocked
to find out that someone living in the state of Maryland was hospitalized and is now at home recovering after contracting malaria.
It's getting crazy out here.
The state health department says this individual did not recently travel outside the United States. This case is the first of its kind, not related to travel, in over 40 years.
You think of malaria, you think of something that's like the previous generation ago. The fact that it would be contracted by somebody who wasn't living or traveling is a little scary.
The mosquito. So that's what's interesting, is this person that contracted malaria did not travel. So I find that interesting that they would get a disease from typically a third world country, which would be Africa, which is leading into the next video. And let me show you before I switch to the next video, the date that this video was made, which was August the 18th, which was 14 days after I received the prophetic message, malaria.
A new vaccine for malaria developed by Oxford University is being hailed as a breakthrough that could save millions of lives. It's the second malaria vaccine to be developed, but crucially, it's considerably cheaper and will be produced on a massive scale with up to 100 million doses a year. That should vastly reduce the toll of a disease that claims hundreds of thousands of lives every year, almost all of them children in Africa. Our medical editor, Fergus Walsh, is here with all the details. Fergus.
Thanks, Sophie. Well, malaria has been causing untold human suffering for millennia. The parasitic infection is spread by mosquitoes.
Okay, look at the color of the mosquito once they suck the blood. It's red, which is the Strong's Concordance 122, red.
Africa is worst affected, particularly the areas marked in red here, which account for 95% of the global burden of malaria. In 2021, there were an estimated 234 million cases and 593,000 deaths from malaria in Africa. Most of those were children under the age of 5. The Oxford vaccine is called R21 and requires children to have 4 doses. Trials run by Oxford's Jenner Institute show it's around 75% effective at preventing malaria. Crucially, the world's biggest vaccine manufacturer, the Serum Institute in India, has agreed to produce 100 million doses a year of the Oxford jab at between $2 and $4 a dose. This will be Africa's second malaria vaccine. The first, RTSS from pharma giant GSK, costs about twice as much. Since 2019, just 1.7 million doses have been administered. So the new Oxford vaccine could be delivered at a much bigger scale.
Today is a great day for health, a great day for science.
I just wanted to edit the video and show you the date that I found this video recorded and posted was October the 2nd. 2023, and I received malaria again on August 4th. So, just wanted to give you this information, and thank you for watching, and may God bless you.